I'm Maureen. My mission is to help women live a healthy, vibrant life filled with purpose, connection, and adventure. Hello everyone, I'm Maureen Atkinson, founder of Life Shift, a wonderful community that will help you with your transitions. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about keeping us strong, because when we're making transitions in our lives, we need to be strong both mentally and physically for our next big adventure. In this case, we're going to be talking about keeping ourselves mentally strong. In order to keep us mentally strong, we really, the way I see the journey is there's many techniques and many different ways of systems of keeping our mental strength. But mindfulness is the one that really seems to rise to the surface. And there's lots of different versions of mindfulness. It can be as formal as a meditation practice, but it can also be just become part of your life. But the idea of it all is to really try and control your thoughts and really be aware of what's going on in your mind. And with that, being able to control those thoughts, and if you have negative thoughts, they then can become more positive as you become really aware of them. So I'm going to talk first a bit about meditation. And again, these are techniques that I know of and that I've tried in various different forms, but please share. Everybody is doing their own thing and learning, and the whole purpose of the Life Shift community is for us to learn from each other. So my meditation is something that most people think of when it comes to mindfulness. And I will tell you from personal experience, it's what I've practiced. What I do know is a little bit is better than nothing. So even if you kind of roll your eyes and say, oh my God, meditation, I don't have time to do that. Well, certainly a little bit helps. Every little bit helps. And I will tell you that in my meditation practice, I went from as little as 3 minutes to now I do 20 minutes a day. I usually do it in the morning when I don't have a million things already bouncing around in my head. And I'm going to tell you that concentrating and controlling your thoughts is not always easy. I confess that I get monkey brain and it happens. So I'm going to talk about 3 different kinds of meditation particularly. So with meditation, there is oftentimes what people associate with meditation is a guided meditation. And this is what you find in a lot of apps. They really focus in on taking you on a journey through your meditation and allowing you, what it does is it focuses you in on a visual that is soothing, usually with music, soothing and calming. And it helps override some of those crazy mind games that go on as you're trying to meditate. So that's one version. Another one is what I call single focus meditation. And this is really more related to Zen meditation. And the Zen practice is really about focusing inward and really being in the moment for a period of time. And this would be where you would find a practitioner like Pema Chodron, who is a Tibetan monk, but also writes books about meditation. And it is really very soothing. And I can tell you that I've had the experience both ways. I've had a very sublime experience where I really do feel like time seems to disappear. And then I've also had the experience of just not being able to concentrate and having my mind bounce around. But again, it's really about pulling your mind back into this internal practice. And then the third kind, and this is quite new to me in terms of meditation, is a multi-focus meditation. And this I learned from a book called The Art of the Impossible by Adam Kotler. And it's a really interesting way of doing it. So the idea is to allow all your thoughts to come as they are, just unregulated, and have them flow through your brain. But the idea also is to not get engaged with them, not try and take them any further. Just as if you're watching a roll of film, these various ideas flow through your brain. And he suggests this, although he does talk about single focus meditation as well and advocates for that, but he also says that this kind of meditation is very good for creativity. And so what it does is it allows you to have a whole bunch of ideas that are not a logical pattern, and that does help you with creativity. So those are the meditation. And what I would say is all meditation usually starts with deep breathing, trying to relax, and really be in the moment. So that's meditation. Then the other form of mindfulness and mental strengthening, if you like, is mindfulness, just general mindfulness practices. And so with mindfulness, it is really about being aware of your thoughts at any one moment in time, and really trying to focus in on that moment. So live in the moment. As I said earlier, oftentimes we don't even think about what we're thinking about. And so being able to shift our negative thinking to a more positive vein, to think about it and neutralize them, is very helpful in your own sort of brain activity. What I do know about all of this that they say is in brain science is that it really is very good for your brain. So other kinds of mindfulness, well, I'll give you a couple of examples. Just even going out for a walk in nature. Nature is a fabulous place to be in the moment because it is so sort of the moment. And so if you went for a walk, for instance, being really aware not of your destination for your walk, but really about everything about it. The sun on your face, the wind against your body, hearing the birds at that moment, and feeling the crunch under your foot. All of that really helps you in terms of being in that moment. Another kind of example that I've heard of, and this is from Oprah, so can't argue with that. So Oprah, basically she said to go inside yourself and go inside, even if it's just for a very short period of time. She talks about understanding the essence of trees and really focused in on, say, for instance, a tree where there is that calming feeling. Another example that I would use of mindfulness also is in everyday activities. So if you take an elevator, for instance, it's getting into the elevator, feeling your feet on the ground, really understanding the light around you, and really that sensation of you moving up and down, rather than getting in the elevator and immediately thinking of what you're going to do after you get out of the elevator. So it's that just taking the time for that momentary feeling and concentration. So those are some ideas that I have about strengthening your mental activity and your brain, keeping you strong and healthy. And so, but those are just a few techniques. As I said before, I'm not an expert on this, so please help us in the conversation about this mental strengthening. Come to lifeshift.com and remember, shift is a double I, and join the conversation and the community. So to end the video, I'd like to show you an example of how mindfulness can really help you and make your life richer. So the clip comes from my visit to my sister's place. She lives in a small town by a river, and it's early spring, so it's cold at night and the sun shining and warming everything during the day. And so take a look and enjoy or something.
So Sister Margaret is going to show me something that you can only see this time of year. Okay, you go girl. She is the mistress of this place. The Queen of Killaloe, spelt with a K. Okay. Ooh, it's mushy underfoot here, but it works. Oh my God. Isn't that amazing? It's just little bits of ice pellets hanging on it's cold, just the right temperature. The water is cold enough that the ice is forming at night, and it has melted, but staying cold because of this temperature. Yeah.
Every shape, it changes every day, the shapes.
Look at all along the banks there.
It's like glass lace.
Glass lace. That is very true.
But these particular ones I wanted to show you because of their divine shape.
This is where we actually swim in the summer. Hard to believe that we can get down there, but oh my goodness.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel below and follow us on Instagram to get regular updates and new content. It's LifeShift, LifeShift.